this video I was going to make for a regular in the gym that I'm helping out, but I realized that this is going to be applicable for a lot of people. So if you are wanting to bulk, you're training at least 3 days a week. So you're beginner to amateur bulker, but you have no idea how to do it. You want to build muscle. You know you need to eat, but you don't know how much protein. You don't know what macros. You don't know even if you should track or what you should be doing. And even if you were tracking, are these the right numbers? So you know that you want to do it, but you don't know how. And even if you were doing things, you don't know if it's working or not. So this video is for you. So this is the most simple way that I can explain bulking. There's more detail that you can go into, but plenty of people would have great success just doing this. So to bulk, number one, you need stimulus to retain and grow the muscle. That's strength training. That's sorted. If you're watching this video and you're interested, you're probably already doing that. Sweet. Make sure you train hard. Number two, adequate protein. Now, rule of 4 protein meals is really good, or anywhere between 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein times your body weight. That's a daily number. But that is a huge range, which is why sometimes just things like have 3 or 4 protein meals a day, that's why that's good enough, because it's got protein in it, you're probably getting somewhere in that range. 2 won't cut it, 1 or 2 meals won't cut it. Number 3, you have to be in a surplus of energy. And this is the final thing. This is how we get into a bulk. We're building, we're adding tissue, we're adding energy, we're adding calories, we're adding to the human that we are. So you may have seen this before, but wait till the end, because this is the action that people don't do to know whether this is working. So this here is energy in. It's a bar of energy, just like a video game. This represents how much energy we are consuming in a day, so food, calories. And this bar over here represents how much energy we are expelling in a day. We're using, thinking, digesting, running, fidgeting, all that sort of stuff. So what we want to do to bulk, if this is down here, if this bar is under, that's when people get into a cut. If this bar is the same as, that's when they're maintaining. We want this bar to be somewhat above this bar, and we want these 3 things to be happening. And if that's happening, we're bulking. And your job is just to continue to bulk, train hard, and succeed and get jacked. Now, the reason this thing is gonna help this person I'm helping, and probably you if you're still watching, is that people do not know whether this is happening. They don't know whether or not they are actually in a surplus. And the one thing you need to track to know whether you're in a surplus is your body weight. And this is how we're going to do it. So what you'll do, let's use 100 kilos as an arbitrary number. You're going to do a body weight reading every morning, in the morning time, after the toilet, before eating. If it is not those conditions, don't worry about weighing yourself. Now, as long as it's these conditions, we want data points for every day. Once we have done every single day, this sheet is built to tell you whether or not you're in the green, whether or not this is happening, and whether or not it's happening at an optimal rate. So if there's a plus here, that means you're gaining. That means you are in a surplus. And as long as you're training, eating protein, you're bulking. You are doing it. Just do it for a long time. This one here, growth rate, it will turn green if you're in the optimum building rate. If I take these 2 data points away, you'll notice that this person is gaining 240 grams, but they're not doing it at an optimal rate. The optimal rate is anywhere between 0.25 to 0.75% of body weight per week. If it's under 0.25, you could afford to be gaining more muscle. If it's over 0.75, then the bodybuilding industry is essentially saying you're probably putting on more body fat than you would like. So if you sit within this optimal range, And this sheet tells you all you need to do is record your weight. That's all you need to do. And if it isn't going up, that is your job to just eat more food. That's the simplest thing you need to do. So if you would like one of these sheets, just message me. I'll send it through. And all you need to do is record one metric. That's it. And train. So let me know if you would like one of them.